on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 37 yard.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Harris now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 17-yard. Line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st down.
Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Winston now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 0 hesitation that time. That
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air again with Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They're going to go for it now. 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. Here's Winston. Buying time. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
7 yards there and a 1st down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go. Say. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, go 66.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing now is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. You must be true.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Kill. Switch.
Hey, 66.
Kill.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, check 24.
Hey, Alabama.
This is Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down to the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast, They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a play fake. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And a little floater there is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw again, Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Check, Lucky.
72.
Check, hot, twin.
Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints 8.
They'll try again with Jones. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. We got it. Check. Watch out.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints nothing. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 13.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
At the 49-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check safety, check safety. Watch twins, watch twins. Check house look. Jim.
Again, it's Jones. And good run running going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And no flashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
He's checking. Crash. Back. Under team.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Wait, 20!
I got it. Right 56.
Sugar! You got it,
56, the Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. We got it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
53, Linda! Shadow!
Here I come.
Check it, reload!
Now they'll throw with Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Rush in.
Sick ball bandit!
On first down, it's Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The throw over the middle taken in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd
now Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Alvin Kamara. Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 34 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 31.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Saints.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Past the 20.
I need to get my swag right there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
13 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action now, Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go play action. Winston. Deep ball for Goodwin. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Wait, put it! Go bandit! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Wait, did he hit? 56, Mike, 56! Here I come! 56, the Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go! Hey, let's get check it! 56. Go bandit!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
1st and 10.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple